You remember the ring that you placed on your finger in the chapel. You look down and find that it's still on your hand, right beside the engagement ring you got in the apartments.
Was I wearing this when I came in, Father?
I didn't notice, miss. Is your head feeling all right? Perhaps I should call a doctor.
No, doctor. I have someplace to be. Can I have my coat, please?
Of course. But are you certain you're all right? You look like you've been in a lot of trouble, miss, if you pardon the expression. You reach into your pocket to make sure the amusement park tickets are even still with you. Thankfully they are, like the things that you retrieved from the hotel restaurant. You don't know how it works, and you really don't want to know either.
Father, while I was unconscious, did you see Sister Edith at all, or the man I said ran in here?
Sister Edith sat with me by your bed for a time, but then she ran off again. There's no one else in the church, miss. This place gives you a headache. What's real? What's a dream? It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters right now is finding your uncle and getting out of this place.
Well, did you look in the records to see if my uncle came here?
I did, miss, but I didn't find any record of James Sunderland. It's not that surprising, really, but you're still disappointed. You wish you knew where to look. You wish you had a better lead other than dreamlike logic of whatever the hell has been happening to you. But looks like you're only in way forward. The priest doesn't seem to be able to help you. You feel a little uneasy about him, but there's nothing you can do. Even if he did know anything about your uncle, you couldn't force him to tell you. Instead, you thank him and decide to follow the only lead you've got right now. The priest sees you to the door of the church, but no further. You walk, blinking in the warm sunlight. God, you have no idea how much you were missing the daylight. It hurts your eyes, makes you want to cry for joy at the same time. But you don't have time to stand around in the sun. You know that the amusement park was marked on your map, so you better check that and head there. You check your map again, drawing a mental line from your position at St. Stella to the amusement park. Great, it's all the way back the way you came. Oh, and fun! Looks like it's one of the places the cashier marked as haunted. As you walk down the street back to where you parked your car, you try to shake off some of the fog that seems to have descended on your brain. The weird dream logic of whatever has been happening to you has clearly had a negative impact on your judgment. You're about to run off to some theme park. Why? You thought you knew, but when you try to follow your own logic, it slips from your grasp like grains of sand through cupped fingers. Surely there must be some better way you can look for him. You lean against your car and light a cigarette, trying to think. You didn't see a hall of historical records on your map. There is some sort of historical society nearby. That's probably not what you're looking for. You suppose you could drive around town trying to find the right place or ask someone. You wish you had a clue what to do. You're tired and hungry. You settle in the seat of your car and look at the map again. You are so out of it. What you need is some real food in your stomach, so you can think properly for once and plan your next move. Heck, maybe you can even find someone to give you some kind of information. There are a couple of points nearby that look they might be decent places to eat. Actually, there are quite a few. You guess you can choose from Cafe Mist, Cafe Texan, Neely's Bar, Happy Burger, or some Mexican restaurant. You spend a moment in indecision with your stomach, trying to decide where to go. You put the map away and start to drive. You could use a drink right now. If you know your uncle, and you do, well, maybe someone there is seen him around. After a brief drive, you pull up in front of the place. You double check that you have your ID with you, just in case. You get out of the car and walk into the bar. It's small and empty but for the bartender behind the counter. Not too surprising for this time of day, you suppose. You sit down at the bar and order a drink. God, you need one. The bartender doesn't even card you, which is just depressing.
God, I've had a hell of a morning. This town is a real fucking nightmare. I take it you're a tourist, miss? Not exactly a tourist. My uncle is supposed to be in town, somewhere. And you're looking for him?
You hand the bartender the picture of James. He seems to make a weird face when he looks at it, and hands it back to you.
I see. Hey, you seem like you could use another drink. Maybe something to eat? Oh, God, yes, please. I'm starving. Wings, fries, I'll eat anything. I'll get you an appetizer tray. One moment, miss.
With the bartender out of sight, you take another look at your photograph. He seems to react oddly as well. Haven't people ever seen a damned wedding photo before? You sip your second drink and gaze back on the memory. With the warmth of the alcohol in it, you wish you could recall more fondly. You probably drank too much that day. No one seemed to have warned caterers you were underage. Looking at your photo, you bite your lip. You're not going to let your uncle slip through your fingers again, damn it. Not if you have to comb this whole fucked up town to find him. The sound of the bell above the door startles you out of your reverie.